Kevin Durant may potentially be leaving.
KD go.
Literally the story of the season is what's going to happen with Kevin Durant. It's almost overload at this point. Yet Anthony V. Slater of The Athletic also works in the Bay Area, covered the Golden State Warriors for many years, still does for The Athletic, which everyone should absolutely contribute to keep good journalism alive and good writers employed. So Kevin Durant, this was noted by Anthony V. Slater of The Athletic during the ring ceremony, when the owners of the Warriors may have been like, hey, you should come back and sign with us. Take a look and then we'll discuss. Excuse me, my throat is parched. So the best part, as we noted, was the laugh.
The laugh.
Yeah, the laugh is great. Do you believe that he is going to leave after the season?
KD's out of here if they win a championship. No, if they win.
If they win.
Yeah, I think if they lose, then you have, unfinished business type of stuff. But I think if they win 3 in a row, it looks like they're not going to be stopping anytime soon. I think he's out of there. I think he's going to the Knicks. I honestly think that's the exit strategy as of today. That can always change. Remember, I told you that LeBron was going to the Lakers. I told you that. But I said, it can always change during the season, it never did.
What we also don't know is what's going to happen with Jimmy Butler, what's going to happen with Kyrie Irving. I do not believe that he wants to go to the Knicks on his own. No. I really, really don't. No. So thus, when you say, well, there's a lot to still be written with this NBA season, completely factual. Brian Geltzeiler went on NBA TV and talked about this. They, as in the Warriors, better be careful in how they handle Durant this year. He's very sensitive. He's had Twitter burner accounts in the past. It's true. We know he's gotten on 17-year-olds on Instagram. The Warriors have to understand the sensitive nature of Durant and realize the player they have there. Just make sure this guy feels valuable and appreciated beyond what your culture states. Here's the problem with all this, and it doesn't have to be a problem, but it's Steph Curry's organization. Steph Curry's going to be with this organization pretty much for the rest of his career. I don't think he's going to leave. He's going to be like Kobe, like Duncan, like Dirk. That means that Kevin Durant is not necessarily going to be the organization's front man, maybe ever, for the time he is there, so you have to deal with him a little more sensitivity. If we think Kevin Durant is beyond walking out of Golden State if he doesn't feel appreciated, we're a little naive. The Warriors need to make sure that they show Kevin Durant their appreciation and that they can continue this recruitment right up until July 1. All of that pretty much true. Yeah,
my best friend, Sam the African, once told me that a long time ago, don't worry, he's okay with me calling him that, that cheating is the type of thing where if you do it once, you're always going to be prone to do it again. If you never cheat, you don't know what you're missing out on, and therefore you're more likely to be faithful. The analogy I'm making is when you leave a team, there's no way you can go back. You can't just be with one team now for the rest of your career. So the edge goes off leaving again because you've already done it. You've already created a pattern. Right. So the blow is not as big. So if you're Kevin Durant, you already left the team that people thought you were going to be with forever. You went to a new team, and it worked out for you. But like he said, it's always going to be Steph Curry's team. And Steph is not like 35, right. So Steph's going to be around for a while. Kevin Durant
probably another 10 years.
Yeah, Kevin Durant is never going to have his name called last during the thing.
Starting.
Yeah, that was the whole thing with Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook was like, I think Russell Westbrook, if Kevin Durant would have stayed, Russ would have left. Because some guys just need to be number one.
Right. And he wants to be number one. And I think he can be number one, again, to go back to my first point. Yeah. If any team really, Knicks, Clippers, Nets, doesn't matter. If there's a trio of Kevin Durant, Jimmy Butler, Kyrie Irving, which is totally within the realm of possibility, then it would be interesting to see the dynamic between three guys that have like such a machismo layer that think so highly of themselves, in my opinion, and lesser of the pieces that are around them. I would be really interested to see how those three get along, and also who's announcing.
I think the threesome will end up being, if it happens, Kevin Durant, Porzingis, and Jimmy Butler in New York.
Not Kyrie Irving.
Not Kyrie. I think Kyrie stays.
We don't know. He said that before.
I think he stays. Even though it's pretty clear those young guys on the Celtics are going to overtake him and Hayward as the best guys on their team. But if you really want a chance to win, and I talked to Jalen Rose about this, he says, if you really look at the Celtics, they're built almost like the Warriors.
Completely.
Draft players, bring in a select free agent. They're really young, and when it happens, it's going to be like, oh, no, we can't handle these guys. These guys are 21, 22, 23 years old, and they already got a ring. And what we're going to do now? I think he wants to stay with that. And it kind of protects him because he gets hurt all the time.
Yep.
And, he doesn't have to be the man.
Right. Who, Kyrie?
Kyrie.
Correct. He doesn't have to be the man. But I think what we learned from his Cleveland days was he wants to be the man. And what we learned from Jimmy Butler with Derrick Rose, wanted to be the man.
I don't think Kyrie wanted to be the man as much as he didn't want to be under LeBron's shoe.
But that's also wanting to get out of the shell and being the alpha.
I don't see the Celtics as that type of team. I see them as a more blended Warrior-style team.
We don't disagree on that.
Yeah.
I think the Celtics are going to represent the East this year in the NBA Finals. I just don't know what is going to happen over the course of a full 82-game season. They have 81 to go to the Boston Celtics, of what's going to happen with Kyrie, how the dynamic is going to change with him, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, so many weapons on that team, Gordon Hayward coming back. Is it going to be nauseating for him to just hear all of these guys mentioned and not him as the number one? Or does he want to go somewhere, start over again, and win with another team? That is the question, and that is where we leave you. We appreciate everybody watching on the live stream via YouTube Super Chat is how you send in all of your comments. To see more, youtube.com/TYT Sports.
Sauce Castile!
Do you guys want full TYT episodes?
Yeah!
So download YouTube TV and get a 7-day free week trial.